been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off from LK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why they talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it's time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's stuck like that. If it's up like that, it's stuck like that.
Sometimes my feelings are blind. Sometimes I can't even give it a try.
Sometimes I keep it inside, but still I cry. Still I cry.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
Hold on. Check.
Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Super 66. Harbaugh. Always orange.
Out of the gun. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. Now this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And as in any game, Takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here we go.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
11.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 3rd down and 10. To throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Five.
Goff now looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes, just usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, he's able to pick up the first down.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That is caught. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First catch of the game for Adams. He's got a first down.
Here we go.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Afitu Melifonwu up to make the tackle there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
A nice carry by Jacobs, who's coming off a career year. Just when it seemed like Vegas may have been ready to move on from him. Led the NFL with over 1,600 yards and was more than deserving of his first All-Pro selection.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here we go.
2nd and 6.
21.
Now a give to Jacobs running right through it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
11.
Jacobs going to try the middle. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here we go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
12, fellas, here we go.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Carlson able to put this one through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Goff. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Goff. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now.
Jack Fox in punt formation for the Lions.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here comes Abdullah on the return. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals. as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And it's complete. This is Brandon Bolden. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second and 9.
Whoa! Shell!
Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's given his guys a shot from late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Here we go.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Brandon Bolden, as time expires in the first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen. But when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Riley Patterson to kick off for the Lions.
10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
21. Here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. It's caught, left side, Bolden. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down.
21.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Goff. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Lions, nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even two steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Second down, Jacobs once more. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. In motion left goes Myers. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So off is Garoppolo, and in comes Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. They always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football,
Here we go.
You might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed. Right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. Second down, Jacobs once more. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Garoppolo changing the play.
13.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Value one. Maverick.
Back to throw. Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go.
3rd and 5. Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, 76.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
That is caught by Laporta. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's got this down to the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Goff going to move his guys around a bit. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Now Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game. So defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. That's to his running back, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Goff. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the Raiders' 11-yard line.
Here's Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Jacorian Bennett has it. And now the rookie's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
From the 23, here's second down and 1. Now Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Down to about the 32. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll go again with Gibbs, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now.
The score, Raiders 27, Lions 7. Riley Patterson.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
21. Here we go.
They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.